Hey everyone, how's it going? It's Aki again, back with another Clash of Clans video. Yes, I'm on this tiny Town Hall 7. The reason for this is we are finally doing another raid weekend video. To celebrate this, I'm going to give away one event pass. All you got to do is be subscribed, like this video, drop one comment to get one entry. That's it. Max of one entry. All the rules are in the pinned comment and description of the video. Yes, these one-shots are going to be against default districts. You see them all the time. People don't change their bases out anymore, so that's how you one-shot them. I know they're default, and hence why I'm showing this off. It does take time to get these down. You do have to practice, but I did want to mention that. Now, let's go into Goblin Mines. Okay, again, these are hard to follow, but I'm not going to pause at all because I want you guys to get the timings down exactly right. So we're going to start. It might be a little bit quick. I'll be talking fast, but I hope you guys can get this. So we're going to start off with a battle ram right here by this tree. Going to get my rage down. Sparky right behind as the battle ram goes. Then we're going to get another battle ram here to distract. Once it pops, we get the next one. Zap out the goblins from the goblin thrower. Right when my Sparky's about to shoot, I'm tapping that wizard down right away. Down it goes. It's going to one-shot that single inferno. Once it takes care of these rapid rockets, I get down the second rage. And then I'm going to get a giant here. And then my second giant. At this point, you can breathe finally just a little bit here, but I am going to stay zoomed out so you can see the top side, what's going on. Once the Sparky locks on towards the spear thrower, you're going to count to maybe like 4 seconds, and then you're going to put in a battle ram just here to distract and pop up this Mega Tesla. As you see the top spear thrower about to go down, you are going to send a barbarian in as well. Look at this, it's going to be placed right there. Now that top side is done for. Now you're just going to wait, put a battle ram in here. As Sparky was just about to get locked onto by that cannon, boom, they're going to go down. Both of them are done. Now, Sparky moves over towards the rapid rockets. You don't have to do anything just yet. As Sparky's going to lock on here, you're going to get 1 barb for this trash building. Once that goes down, you're going to get 3 at the spear thrower. Once the spear thrower goes down, the deployment zone is going to open up. You're going to get 2 more at the corner for that multi-cannon. Boom. As Sparky moves over here, you're going to get a battle ram in. At this point, again, you can take a little second to breathe. Stuff will slow down. These spear goblins are going to get taken down by that Sparky shot. Sparky's going to lock in towards his bomb tower. Take that down. Sparky's looking good here at 35% health. That is totally fine. Now this spear thrower is going to start launching goblins at the Sparky. You're going to get 1 barbarian down as they deploy. It's going to snipe through those. It's going to get the second round here. You're going to get another barb. For this third shot, I like to wait just a little bit here before I get this third barbarian in, because I'm going to wait for this last deployment shot, then get my third barb. I feel like that's a little bit of a change I do, and it works really, really nice for me. And as you can see, the top sides being cleared by the barbarians, they're pretty much free to go. And now Sparky's going to lock on towards this air defense here. It's actually going to get taken down by the barbarians. Same with the spear thrower, so Sparky's not even going to get it shot off. But once it does go down, Sparky's going to move towards this cannon. You're going to get a battle ram in right away. And then kind of at this deployment zone here, you're going to get a skeleton barrel. Boom, out front at that Mega Tesla. Inferno Dragon plays exactly like this. Inferno Dragon is going to zap down the blast bow. The skeleton barrel deploys, takes care of the spear thrower. Everything like that. Once that reflector is down, we're going to get a barbarian because there is a trap kind of at the corner of this wall. You'll see that the barbarian is going to be used for. So once that reflector goes down, here comes the barb. Look at that. Trap is gone. Small bomb's gone. And now Sparky's going to take 1 final shot, and this will be cleared. Actually, it needs a second shot for the reflector. That's totally fine. You have a bunch of skeletons there to distract. Even if that was taking shots at your Sparky, I think it still would have been fine. But there's our first 1 shot. Now we're going to move into the next one, and I'll see you guys there. Okay, next is Golem Quarry, and this one isn't actually too bad. First things first, we're going to go all in one go. Like I said before, we're going to get a battle ram, Sparky, battle ram, that order, and then a battle ram at this rock, delay a second, and then a barbarian. Now you're going to get your haste spell down. Once this Sparky shoots, there goes your giant. At this point, you're good to go, and you're going to start doing 4 zap spells right there to get those 2 air defenses. Once this barb takes care of this trash building, you're going to wait till it goes down, and you want that blast bow to lock onto your Sparky, then you get in your Inferno Dragon. That is a very, very important step. At this point, you're cool to take a little bit of a break, and I can explain now what you're going to do. As your Sparky's working her way through this, you're going to get an archer set for the spear thrower. You're going to get a skeleton spell, or a skeleton barrel to distract this blast bow, and then a giant at this tree right here. So you're going to wait for this to take the first shot. And then you're just going to wait. Once it's about to fire that second shot, you're going to get that archer in, like I said, boom. Then there goes that skeleton barrel. There goes that giant. Once this blast bow turns and fires at these archers, there goes the minions. And then at the bottom side, you're going to get a skeleton barrel, and then a battle ram. And then at the top side, once this blast bow goes down, you're going to wait. I'm just going to zoom out just a little bit, because as that blast bow at the bottom side goes down, you're going to add a barbarian there as well. I just do want to point that out. But first, this is more important. Once that goes down, battle ram there, barbarian as well. And then here, we already just put our barbarian. As you can see, it's raged up. Now at this point, again, you're totally cool to just chill out. You're going to wait. Your Sparky does take some decent damage here, but you only need like 20%-ish health. And down goes this mortar, and then the Sparky's going to run away before those 2 shots land. Once that mortar goes down up top here, you are set. It's going to require 1 shot over here. Once Sparky passes kind of close to this rock right here, kind of near that tree, that's when you're going to get the skeleton barrel down for that mortar. So here we go. Just wait a second. And down it goes. And I actually make a little bit of a mess up here. It's not too big of a one. You want this battle ram to destroy this wall right here, right? Well, I kind of almost get it done. We line it up perfectly. But at this point, I'm like, oh gosh, here we go. Gonna line this up quickly, trying to get it in there. But the the trap there, Zap Trap got us, but it's all good. We put that 1 barbarian down for the hidden Tesla to take that down. And then as these walls are going to break through, we're in no rush here, because I think I still had 30 seconds left in the actual attack itself. Skeletons are going to run out in front, tank for your Sparky. And your Sparky, honestly, is at decent amount of health. I think it was, can I click here? Kind of about like 15-ish% health, which is totally fine. It does get this low, so I expect it to. But I will see you guys now at the next district. Let's do Builder's Workshop. First things first, you're going to get in a haste spell, battle ram, Sparky, and then a barbarian in that order. Look at this. It is very quick, and it kind of gets a little bit stressful. As Sparky approaches, you're going to get a battle ram, and then a hog rider, and then you're going to get a graveyard spell up there. Then you're going to return back this way. You're going to wait, drop another graveyard spell there. Now, as Sparky moves towards this air defense, as it goes down, you're going to get a battle ram to open up this wall right here. Boom. And now Sparky's going to take your shot here. Now you're going to have to be a little bit careful. I got really lucky. The spear thrower didn't get a single shot. Another battle ram to open up the wall and that log trap. These little barbarians are waiting to tank. Then you get in another battle ram. These little barbarians are very important to tank this backside cannon and also kind of distract this giant cannon, because the giant cannon also didn't get a single hit onto my Sparky. Now, look at these little graveyard skeletons. They tank for the cannon. Now I'm going to get a set of archers towards this crusher. Reason being, you want the archers to take some damage down on this crusher so the Sparky can one-shot it. Battle ram as those buildings go down. Now, this battle ram's job is to take care of the log trap, zap trap, and this little bomb here. Then you're going to get a skeleton barrel right behind. At this point, wait a little bit. You want this cannon right here to be distracted by these graveyard skeletons with getting a set of hog riders right here. You'll see this entry point. Be very careful of it. It's very important, because then the log trap won't hit there. Watch. Boom, that log trap pulls, but it didn't end up hitting the cannons. At this point, you're just kind of hoping these skeletons keep tanking. They're tanking the multi-cannon. The cannon gets, I think, 1 shot off at Sparky. Actually, 2. Then I get a battle ram to open up the wall. It'll open up this Mega Tesla. Get a barbarian for this trash building. These 3 hogs end up joining the ride. Once this section goes down, you're going to get a barbarian for the spear thrower. At this point, it's just a waiting game now. You're going to get the giant cannon taken care of. The 2 hog riders are going to survive. And this is also where it gets a little bit stressful. There's a log trap right here that you want the hog riders or the barbarian to pull. And then as Sparky locks onto this cannon, you're going to get a battle ram in front of this multi-cannon from this bush area. So watch that out. Like, watch out for that. As that happens, boom, there it comes. And then as this cannon goes down, you're going to get another barbarian in towards this giant cannon. The giant cannon needs some damage taken off on it so it can be one-shotted. And then another barbarian for this multi-cannon. Take a couple shots off, distract it, and now Sparky can one-shot it, and it won't get any hits. At this point, this trash building wasn't down, so I actually had to put a battle ram in early so it would time nicely with Sparky, open up this wall, and then these backside skeletons could join up later. I got lucky because my Sparky's pretty much 50% health, and again, time is of the essence, guys, because these last couple steps here are very important. You're going to want this giant cannon to lock on your Sparky, then you're going to get in a battle ram, and at this point, here you're going to get in a set of archers right here at the bottom right side, and then 2 barbarians over this little, what do you call that? Like a little log there. But it gets very, very close, and they're not log, bridge, I mean. And then these 2 barbarians should take out the wizard tower. Sparky should be able to take out the multi-cannon, and then these archers come out and help, and Sparky doesn't need to take the next shot. But we got it done. Get asked all the time, Aki, which one's the easiest one to do? In my opinion, Balloon Lagoon. Look, I tested this one time, boom, done deal. Let's go check this one out. All you got to do here is put down a giant by this tree, Sparky behind, and then a barbarian at this air bombs, and then you're going to get in a haste spell right here. As that shot goes, you're going to get a battle ram placed like this. To break that wall, you want this building right in front of the blast bow there. No, sorry, not the blast bow, the rocket launcher there. But we're going to get 2 skeleton barrels in like this. As that's all going down, you're going to get your free spell just like this. And then you're going to get your jump spell down over here. As that's all going down, once this air bombs goes down, you're going to get in a skeleton barrel just to distract and add some more skeletons. At this point, you are free to just take a breath here, and I can explain what's going to go down. Once your Sparky clears all this top side here, it's going to lock in towards this air bombs here. Once it goes there, sorry, this rapid rockets, you're going to get in your super dragon by this tree right here. So I thought I'd explain that just ahead of time. This is probably one of my cleanest runs. It was awesome. My Sparky stays healthy. Everything was pretty much going to perfection, but literally on my first attempt. So watch. Sparky's going to lock on. Just as it's about to kind of almost go, you get in your super dragon. That's all fine and dandy. Once Sparky takes this second shot here, you're going to go and you're going to get 2 skeleton barrels just like that. As that shot fires as she jumps the wall, they should be able to take care of this whole compartment. And your last skeleton barrel, sorry, not skeleton barrel, your battle ram is going to be used. Once this compartment's cleared, this cannon's going to go down. Sparky's going to take a shot. Boom. Now you can get in your battle ram right here, because you want all these compartments destroyed, because you want this battle ram to jump out in front and tank these multi-cannons right here. So as you're going through, again, this is time for just to relax. Your super dragon's going to take care of the top side. Your Sparky's got these skeleton spells. Sorry, not skeleton spells. These skeletons tanking for you. And it's very, very healthy. You do not have to worry. This is at 45% health. That is actually crazy. And you still have 4 super barbs. You're not going to do anything with those barbs just yet. As your Sparky takes down these 2 cannons, once that's gone, it's going to turn and fire kind of at these rapid rockets and bomb tower. Once that happens, you're going to get a barbarian down here at this trash building. And then at this point, it is just a waiting game. You're going to use 1 barbarian. Once Sparky takes its second shot at this bomb tower right here at this trash building, because there are 2 bombs there. Watch, here it goes. He set both of them off. At this point, Sparky's going to take 1 shot. My dragon did end up going down this time, but it doesn't even matter. My Sparky was fully healthy. I'm going to get 2 barbs at that rocket artillery there. And Sparky takes a shot, down goes the rocket, and boom, we are good to go. Sparky does get low health there, does not matter. We get our 1 shot, and I will see you guys now at the next district. Let's turn our attention to Wizard Valley after getting that awesome 1 shot. Okay, here's another one I just got done in 1 try. As you can see, I'd say Wizard Valley is kind of on par with Balloon Lagoon. It isn't that bad, but you got to remember, I've got a lot of practice with this. First thing we're going to do, Battle Ram, Haste, Sparky, in that order. Then you're going to turn your attention over here, and you're going to get 2 skeleton barrels placed exactly like that. That can be pretty finicky, so be careful there. Now Sparky's going to take down both those spear throwers, lock on towards this wizard tower. You don't have to do anything right now too crazy. Just keep focusing up here. Once your Sparky goes towards that cannon, I like to get a skeleton barrel in right away towards the spear thrower. I would do it even earlier, because the skeletons that pop out, you want them to run in front and tank that cannon cart. I got the rage placement in right there, as you can see. Not too hard. Don't worry too much about that. It's obviously important, but then you're going to get a barbarian here at this cannon cart, and that's going to help take that down. Your Sparky kind of at like 65-ish% health, takes down that spear thrower. Going to work her way in towards this spear thrower. Once that's down, you're going to, as she's about to cross the bridge, you're going to get a giant out to distract. Your Sparky's going to lock on, take this shot off here, and then turn her attention towards this air defense. Once it fires and takes this down, because under rage is going to take it down, you're going to get a skeleton barrel. Once it pops, you're going to get 3 barbarians in. And at this point, you're kind of chilling. You're going to get a battle ram in at this wall here to take care of these trash buildings. And then you're just going to watch Sparky work, and I can explain the next phase of the attack. You're going to get, actually, you know what? We'll wait for us to actually get there, because we don't need to rush here. But again, this one can sometimes be close on time, or you could lose your Sparky. Those are really the only things that happen, or your skeleton barrel won't path correctly here. But that's all good. Once this wizard tower is going to go down during the second shot, I'll show you what we're going to need to do. As Sparky's going to make her way towards this single target inferno, As she kind of crosses this point right here, you're going to get a barbarian for this trash building. It's going to help tank this single inferno. And now this is very important. Once that goes down, you're going to get a skeleton barrel. As that's happening, you're going to get in a giant. Displacement is very important. And then you're going to get a battle ram to open up those skeletons so they can take care of this cannon cart here. At this point, you have one skeleton barrel left and a zap. You'll see, that giant is actually amazing. It didn't catch any damage from that cannon cart because it was distracted by those skeletons. It's going to tank for your Sparky. Sparky's going to log on towards this wizard tower. You're good here. It's going to take 2 shots to take out this whole compartment. Once that's actually taken care of, then you're going to take and get your skeleton barrel, your last remaining one, at this air defense. It's going to take care of that. Sparky's going to set off these bombs. No worries. It's at 40% health. You're going to get those skeletons out in front to tank. And now this zap trap. What's it actually used for? Well, it takes this wizard 2 shots to go down. These skeletons always get distracted by this cannon cart. Once this wizard tower goes down, I'm going to zap this out. Boom. You are all good to go. That's it. Now, let's move over to Barb Camp. The last one. Because remember, right now, Dragon Cliffs at max level can't be one-shotted. Skeleton Park is just so insanely hard right now at max level. I've only ever seen 2 people ever do it, so that we will not be showing. So we're going to end off at Barb Camp. Okay, we got Barb Camp done. This one can be a little bit tricky, so just keep that in mind. Keep practicing like I was here. Once you get the hang of it, you will get it down. Also, before we do get into this last one, I did want to shout out Sen. Remember to check out his channel. He helped create a lot of these one-shots. Him along with his Discord and other members on YouTube. So shout out to all those guys that created the one-shots. I'm just here to show them off. But here, let's go into Barb Camp. This one, again, is pretty tricky. The start, we're going to get a barbarian at this building here. Then we're going to get our 4 lightnings at the corner wall, just like that. Once that's done, you're going to get a skeleton barrel in towards this air defense. And then you're going to get 2 battle rams in succession with your Sparky in behind. Then you're going to get a skeleton barrel at the spear thrower. Right as those skeletons start deploying, you're going to get a set of minions in towards this cannon. At this point, you're going to wait for this cannon to go down. You're going to get a barbarian at this army camp and that cannon, respectively. Once this cannon goes down, you're going to get a barbarian down at this air bombs. At this point, you can breathe just a little. Once this rocket artillery does go down, you're going to wait for Sparky to approach, and you're going to get a battle ram to open up this wall. And then you're going to get a set of hogs at the spear thrower. We're going to stay zoomed out here. Everything is looking good. Once this air defense goes down due to those hog riders, that's when you can get your minions kind of at this Capitol Hall. Your Sparky's looking good. It's at some decent health. As it approaches this multi-mortar is when you're going to get a battle ram at this kind of L shape right here. You'll see it. Boom. Here it comes. And it's going to pop off that hidden Tesla. So this can be 2-shotted that whole compartment. That barbarian did its job up there. And now the minions are also deployed. At this point, you have 2 barbs, 2 giants, and a skeleton barrel. That skeleton barrel is going to be dropped in right now towards this big cannon right here. As Sparky's about to take its shot, you're going to have to be careful because you do not want any of those destroyed. My rage placement was kind of suspect here. It was okay, I guess. I wasn't too happy with it, but I was kind of in a rush. So once this multi-cannon goes down, we need this multi-mortar to go down. And obviously this barracks, which is going to get cleared up because that's going to open up the deployment zone for that rage spell. I think just waiting that long kind of made me panic just a bit. But Spirit Thrower still getting tanked for by these skellies. The Sparky is going to take like 2 shots from it, which is okay because it's got enough health. These 2 barbarians are completely swagged right now. You don't need them for this backside because you have minions for cleanup. So you can use them to tank for your Sparky. So I'm going to get, once these rapid rockets go down, you're going to get a giant before that giant cannon locks onto your Sparky. So just wait a second, wait a second, wait a second. Boom, you're going to get your giant in. Before this one goes down, you're going to get your second one in. Usually when that rocket artillery fires its second shot. There we go, perfect. And now at this point, I just want to distract. I should have got 2 barbarians straight at this air defense. So these minions would have been saved. I get 1 in. Then I get my second one in to distract. The rocket artillery doesn't get another shot off. These 2 cannons aren't going to do enough damage to take this down. And then we still have the minions, like I said we would, to help take care of this backside. This one, again, does get close. But honestly, it's... Usually your Sparky won't go this low. Mine did, sadly. I had the minions left over. But, you know, a one-shot is a one-shot. Once you practice, you'll get it even more clean. But let me know what you guys thought. It's been... Oh my gosh, I can't even know how many months. I think it's been close to 6 months since our last Clan Capital video. Let me know if you guys liked it. Remember, we are giving away an event pass for this video. All you got to do is be subscribed, like this video, drop 1 comment to get 1 entry. Max of 1 entry. That's it. All the rules in the pinned comment and description of the video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.